Hi, hello, and welcome to 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City. I'm your host, Michelle M. Trey Hollis, and today we have a very special episode. This is our first official episode of the new year of 2025, and why I'm excited to share this conversation and all the conversations that we'll be having here on 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City, because this is where we bring to you, our everyday El Pasoan, we bring you the best of who is running-ish, I like to say running shift, who's running shift in El Paso, Texas. You may or may not have heard, but they're building Meta here. There's so much going on here. They're bringing a burn center to El Paso. The tech community is blowing up. The art community is on fleek. We have a food ecosystem which has been in place because it's our native, it's a lot of the native people of this region grow food. All the way Socorro, Horizon, on the outskirts, in Las Cruces. We have cattle ranches. We have pecan orchards. So we have wineries right here in this region. And a lot of people have no idea that these things are right in our area. And so 5-Star Conversation, what I'm here to do is share with you. Now, I am Michelle M. Trey Hollis. I just moved back. I grew up here. I went to Hanks High School, but I grew up here. Then I moved, and I moved to Kentucky in my senior year. Well, a couple times in high school, but definitely by 1999, I was back in Kentucky. And so I grew up, a lot of my professional development was there. So I did job coaching. I was involved in the tech community there. I was involved in the small business community. And due to a series of, one may call unfortunate events, I kind of had an early midlife crisis. I'm here to keep it 1,000 with y'all, because I want the people that are watching this to be real and to understand that I know what I'm talking about when I say that there's cool people and a lot of cool things going on here. And so I kind of had a dark night of the soul journey, went on, and I'll go into my backstory in more depth later. I had a mental health breakdown. So this actual episode is very important to me for that reason. But as I found my way back here in El Paso, Texas in 2019, I was going to try to figure out what to do with the rest of my life. And then boom, here comes COVID in 2020. And so I ended up being here longer than I expected to, but what I didn't expect was for me to really fall back in love with this region and the people here. What I was reminded of is is the El Paso in me. This place is very much familia. I was reminded when I started working here again, how we hug each other. You work with people and they hug you, they love you. You're instantly family. And, getting reacquainted with the cultural differences as well, and communication differences as well. And realizing that that's very much a part of the El Paso experience. So now fast forward, and if you look at my channel videos before, I'm highlighting the food ecosystem and the people here who are making incredible food, our local chef culinary geniuses. I like to call them culinary curators because they're bringing different flavors and different parts of their expertise that they have gained all over the world and bringing it right here to El Paso. But as this past August, I was hired by a home health agency to work for, to do PR and business development, because I'm going to school and finishing school at a late age, at this big age of 43. I just got my associate's degree through El Paso Community College. Very proud of that. So again, I'm here to let you know it's never too late to shine bright, to learn, and to be your best self. But And I was able to walk at UTEP at Don Haskins Center for my associate's degree. And I'm continuing through UTEP for my my bachelor's in media advertising and marketing, because I love to amplify great ideas, great products, and incredible people and movements. And so now that I am in the role of PR, business development, and community liaison with Santa Fe Home Care of New Mexico, and now Sacred Faith as we're expanding into Texas, I realized, oh, this is a whole new world of people that the everyday El Pasoan needs to get to know. And we need to know who our healthcare's hands are in. Wait, whose hands our healthcare will be in. There we go. And so this channel is not so much going to be super polished, at least not at first. What I'm here to do is to present these people to you, people who are doing amazing things in the community, who are offering, preventive care. I'm going to encourage you to utilize your insurance and get your blood work done, get your mammograms done, know what is going on in your body, and work with practitioners to help you supplement and enhance the functionality and the optimization of your body. In other words, what are you missing and what do you need from a healthcare perspective? And there's so many different avenues. There's so many different options for you out there. Okay. We're going to talk about the people. I'm going to talk to high level practitioners, a very niche, specialized, surgeons, because I want you to get to know people before you may need them, because it's better to know them and not need them than to need them and not know them, especially when it comes to healthcare. Okay. And I want to encourage our whole community to be healthy. So that's the healthcare aspect. Of course, again, that rolls right into the food ecosystem, because when we are what we eat, and we eat more natural, we eat more closely to the earth that we live on, we'll be more mindful of our community, and we'll be more mindful of our earth. And our earth will be more mindful to us because it knows what we need, because we're in the habitat of what grows. And we are too growing on our land as much as the fruits, vegetables, and any, other nourishment is as natural as it can be. And then finally, this channel, we're also going to talk to the culture creators, because I know you have a family. You want to know, like, who's out here, what is there to do in El Paso? There's plenty, but it's hard to know what there is to do, what it means, and who's behind it. And so really getting to understand these things and getting to meet these people, I know is going to help you to, maybe you will see something that's happening in town, and instead of being like, I don't know if that's for me, you getting to meet the people behind it and their intention and their invitation and their inclusiveness may have you decide to go this weekend instead of just spending the whole day watching TV or going to a chain restaurant, when you drive by an incredible restaurant with one of the top chefs and you had no idea because nobody told you. But that's what 5-Star Conversations in the Sun City is all about. So I'm super excited to open up the world of the Borderland to you. We're going to go deep. We're going to have fun, and we're going to introduce you to some really amazing people. So my goal is to have 3 different playlists on this channel. The one for the healthcare track, the one for the food ecosystem track, and then the one for the culture creator track. It is my intention to have a new episode every Sunday to begin with, at least once a week, so that you can, and then even have snippets throughout the week so that you can get to know and get into the rhythm. And my goal and my vision is to be able to create more and more opportunities to talk to more and more people and actually have a lot more conversations than just 52 a year. But 52 a year is what we're going for the next year. So this next episode that's coming up, this first episode, and this has been kind of long. Okay, it's not been too long. Yeah, this is about an hour. This first episode is near and dear to my heart because it is mental health. And again, if you remember what I was saying in my story, what brought me back here to El Paso was me trying to repair my mental health. And what I have found, even with as I've used my insurance this year, and I have looked for, therapist and a therapist and a psychologist and a psychiatrist, that sometimes those things take a while, first of all, to even be able to be on the list to see somebody. Okay. And then also, like, I'm open to different methods of mental health care. Well, this space, Katie's Way Plus, I had the benefit of meeting them at a veterans event that they hosted for the veterans, and I was blown away. Their mission is to revolutionize mental health care in the United States. And their policy and motto is no patient left behind. And I love that. That means that just a quick synopsis is that whether they can help you directly or not, they don't care about making money. They're going to connect every person that reaches out to them with some sort of resource that can be helpful to them. And they take it very seriously, as you will see when you meet Christina, Dr. Jordan and Brandy, who I had the pleasure of sitting down with and just learning about this new revolutionary way of creating neuroplasticity or changing your brain or helping you with your mental health through transcranial magnetic stimulation. It took me a while to get that word right. But this is deep transcranial magnetic stimulation. It is an amazing process, as you will learn as you watch what they're doing and see why their practice went from seeing one patient a week in November 2024 to already seeing 60 patients a week and needing another machine and looking to expand and being on a waiting list. At least they were a couple weeks ago. Not sure if they still are now, but you're just going to be blown away by what technology is doing. And it's happening right here in El Paso. So go ahead and tune in. I look forward to you. And I look forward to you enjoying these episodes and getting to know more about the people that are doing amazing things here in our borderland. And I hope that you look forward to learning today more about transcranial magnetic stimulation, and in the future, just all that the Borderland has to offer. Again, I'm Michelle M. Trey Hollis. Stay tuned. High five to the vibe.